working with their spiritual practices, seeking a vision, seeking something that they want to bring into their life. And so when one is out alone, we think, oh, how wonderful to be out in that solitude, but it can bring up it can bring out your demons, your fear of the dark, your fear of large animals, the fear of snakes, and the fear of being alone. All of this turns out to be just unwarranted fears, but we have to go through these things. And then our fears of very tangible things that are very real in our life, fear of making changes in our life, fear of leaving the job that we have and choosing something new that will be more satisfying, fear of leaving a relationship or going into a relationship. So these are the demons, and once we get past that fear, and once we learn to stop the chatter of the conscious mind, then we begin to have our visions, our revelations, the ahas, the synchronicities happen, and all the magic begins to come in. But you have to get past your fears.
Right, so you stop the internal dialogue and just eliminate all excess input,
yes,
stimulus.
Exactly.
And then you get back to yourself. Now, how do you know that your visions and what you're experiencing, what you're seeing is valid? How do you know that your experience is real and not just a result of oscillation?
There's one thing I tell people is that it has a ring of truth, but there's something else, that we have something like a bodily response, a resonance. For example, people that are watching this when there's certain times when I'm saying something, or Astrid, or you, Tony, and they feel this visceral feeling, this resonance within, and that is your body remembering, or your body is signaling you that your inner being is remembering, is acknowledging this, is saying that, yes, this is true, pay attention. But if we don't get that resonance, and we just say, and our intellect just says, oh yeah, well that makes sense, forget it. There's
right.
No power in that. We're trying to get people to get past the identification with the mind and connect with the intuitive sense that comes from the heart.
Okay, what is your message to people? What can individuals do to try to improve the environmental situation?
My message is that if you feel any kind of response with what any of us are talking about on this program, then you are the new shaman. You are the ones that have come into the world at this time to be mediators for the earth, as the old style shaman and medicine people were. You're here to help the earth, to be caregivers. Our Mother Earth is a mother in labor, and her hour has come. She is giving birth as we speak. And as you hold the vibration of joy and caring and compassion and gratitude and ecstasy, then you are providing an energy that our earth desperately needs to make this transition, and that our human species needs to go to the next level. You're providing the energy that is very necessary. There's a certain critical mass of us here that have to hold that vibration of positivity for our whole world to make this transition into a higher level. So this is to me the divine imperative for those of us that are feeling the call and hearing the call today.
So we're all creating this reality together. In other words, it's a combination. So, and it's really not incongruent with what the Bible says. I mean, as a man thinketh, so is he. Whatever you focus on, that's what you create. It's kind of like The Secret is a more popular version of, you reap what you sow.
Yes.
So if you plant positive thoughts and you have an intent and idea of going out and having a positive experience and interaction with nature, that's what will happen.
That's exactly right. It comes back. There's a loop, as we
Karma.
Not only as we think, but as we do, as we feel, as we become an embodiment, a living embodiment of the truth, then it comes back to us, and it comes back sevenfold.
Okay, if you could give a message to the world that's your plea, that's your message from Mother Nature, what would that be?
I would give the message that a 3-year-old gave her mother, one of our students, recently. This 3-year-old is one of these very, very special children that's here to teach us. And the 3-year-old said to her mother a few weeks ago, Mommy, there's a new language that our earth is speaking. And the trees are talking, the animals are talking, the plants are talking, the mountains are talking. But Mommy, nobody's listening. And it's time to start listening. Listen to what the children are saying. Listen to what the animals and the trees and the spirits are telling us, because it's all the same message, is that we have to return to our earth and bring balance to our earth if we're to have any future at all.
And the power's within us to do that. I mean,
yes.
No matter how bad the situation is, global warming, I mean, I assume you accept that there is this global warming thing, the ice caps are melting. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who, poo-poo the idea, but I don't really see how they can do that if they really look at the evidence.
It's undeniable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Peter, it's been my pleasure to have you and your lovely wife, Astrid, on the program. Mm-hmm. Thank you for being our guest on Mystery Us.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Oh, Tony, I'd like to mention that we were planning a trip out here sometime in July or August to do a workshop, so people might be
Sounds good. Yeah, and they can keep checking your website and my website, and we'll have that information up, and we'll have these shows up on Google Video and Mogulus Internet Television. Thank you. That's all for Mystery Us.